Hey guys, it's Nadia from LiaDia Designs and I'm back with another quick tutorial. This one is making a two-tier mandala similar to the two-tier bowl mandala that we made recently, but this one is going to be staying flat as a jewelry tray. So again, I'm using my molds from Resinara, which you can find on Etsy, and I will put her link in the description below. And for this pour today, I mixed about 20 ounces of resin, and that's going to work for both of these molds here. And what I did is I mixed them into 4 colors. So I did a fine black glitter, and I did a chunky black glitter, and then I did a fine fuchsia glitter, and then a fuchsia mica pigment. So there was 4 different mixes here, and in terms of the quantities, so obviously we're using less of the black, so those were mixed less. I don't have the exact quantities for you, and it will vary according to your mold and your design. So just know that most of the pigment went in, most of the resin was mixed with the mica fuchsia, and then the rest was kind of divided up somewhat evenly between the other colors. So I get a lot of questions about these pours, about whether or not I do anything special with the resin in order to allow it to, sit in the grooves of the mandala mold. And the answer is I don't. I don't let it sit, I don't let it wait, I don't let it thicken. I just basically mix and then start pouring as soon as possible, just because I know with the amount of resin that I'm mixing for this, it could flash cure. So I just want to make sure that I'm working as quickly as possible. And but I do use Krystal Resin, which is a medium viscosity resin, so that could be why it seems like it's thicker. So just keep that in mind, and that maybe if you have a thinner resin, maybe you do need to let it thicken, but I'm not actually doing that in this case here. So in any case, we're going to let this time lapse run here so that you can see. I wish I could pour this fast, but you can see the pour, and then once it's done, we'll heat it with the heat gun just a little bit. Again, be careful around the edges of these silicone molds, and then we will let it sit overnight to cure, and then once that's done, we'll unmold it, and we're going to add some hand-painted details. Okay, so it's the next morning and we're going to go ahead and unmold these. This is always the most exciting part, to make sure that everything stayed where I wanted it to after the pour, and thankfully it did. So just look at the sparkle on this piece, it's just amazing. So that's the first one, and then the second one, and again holding my breath to make sure that everything poured and stayed where I wanted it to, and yes, it did. So this is me very happy looking at this in the morning. So yep, so now that we have that set, we're going to go ahead and add some hand painted details to it. So to add details in this particular case, what I did is I mixed some gloss varnish, which you can see is DecoArt there, and I mixed that with a little bit of my black diamond mica powder. So, and again, it's not a lot, and I don't need a lot actually to do the hand painting here. I just mixed it up, and then I used that to paint along the details that I want to accent. So and again, it's just going to dry, and then once this dries, then I actually go over the whole entire thing with a coat of gloss varnish just to kind of seal it all in. So we'll go into a time lapse so that you guys can watch as I do this process. It does take quite a bit of time to add these details, and I do vary the details according to the project and what I think looks best. So enjoy the time lapse. And here they are, the finished pieces. So again, once the hand painted details are dry, I go ahead and I add a gloss varnish layer on top to the whole thing just to seal it all in and protect it. And then I drill the holes in there to add the hardware and then do the assembly. If you'd like to see that process, please check out my other 2-tier mandala video, and I go through it in a lot more detail there. And if you guys like this one, please let me know in the comments what you think. I absolutely love it. I love the colors, the richness of it. It's just, to me, amazing. So I hope you guys like it too, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys. Bye.